Hey guys, I hope you're all having a great day, and I know season 12 is only a little bit over a day away, so I thought I might as well make a video that covers a lot of the good things that we're going to be getting in season 12. There's been a lot of controversy regarding certain changes in season 12, which in my opinion is completely justified, but we might as well enter season 12 with a positive mindset, as end of the day, Respawn's not going to make any sudden changes to their plans for season 12 until at least a few weeks in. So we're going to have to deal with what they've given us, and we might as well deal with it by looking at the positive side of things. So without further ado, let's just dive right into it. Now, the first thing that I'm very excited about is the meta change. With Mad Maggie being introduced, we already know a lot of things are going to change, especially with the way that we play in certain game modes. And I'm sure you already know what I'm talking about. That's right. Ranked gameplay is going to receive quite a hit with the Mad Maggie change, especially for the character Gibraltar. His dome is obviously receiving a nerf in this regard, but to be completely honest, it's not really going to affect the vast majority of you that are watching this video. I mean, most of the player base doesn't even touch Gibby, so really this isn't going to create much effect for most players. Now, for those people that do play competitively, or for those people that do play in high levels of rank, then yes, of course, this is going to be changing the meta. But hey, at least we're getting something a bit refreshing, right? Gibby has been in the meta for so freaking long. At this point, I think it's getting a little bit repetitive, and seeing some changes isn't necessarily always a bad thing. Plus, introducing such a good buff to Crypto will hopefully change up the character combinations that we see in most of our matches, especially in ranked gameplay. Now, the change in meta is cool and all, but let's talk about the elephant in the room, the control mode. I know a lot of people are already hyped for this game mode, and I know that a bunch of people who play games such as Battlefield are already getting very excited for the introduction of such a different mode in Apex. We really haven't seen something like this enter the game before. The closest thing we got was Arenas, and let's be honest, Arenas is not nearly as polished as it should be. There's so much potential with Arenas, but Respawn really hasn't done their best job when it comes to managing Arenas and fixing all the issues that need to be fixed. But since control mode is like their precious baby, then I'm guessing they will be focusing a whole lot and putting a lot of resources into making control as good of a mode as it can be. Now, for those of you that are wondering, yes, my estimates are that control mode is 99.9% going to become a permanent mode in the future. They've simply invested way too much into this game mode for it to just be a 3-week long LTM. This LTM stage is most definitely a stage that is designed for them to gather data and see what exactly they can improve on for the control mode and what exactly they need to tweak in order to maximize both player enjoyment and player retention in the game, as, let's be honest, player retention is what they're looking for. However, the interesting thing about control mode is that this is the first time we'll be able to have repeating legends on the same team. With 3 different teams of 3 different legends, it's possible for you to have 3 of the same legend in total. I mean, imagine 3 Bangalore ults or 3 Gibraltar ults going into an area, or maybe you have a 9-player Revtain rush. There's simply so many possibilities and so many things that you can do with this sort of game mode. I'm very excited to see what people create, and hey, if you somehow get a team together that consists entirely of 9 people that you know and are in a voice call, my goodness, you can orchestrate some absolutely insane stuff. So definitely keep an eye out for that, especially for large Apex content creators. They're probably going to orchestrate something like this at some point in the future, and that's definitely going to be an absolute blast to witness. So with all that out of the way, let's address a final topic that I see a lot of people getting mad at, and that is the movement changes we're going to be receiving for season 12. Now, I want to make my viewpoint clear. This is not something that I personally want for the game. I've had a lot of fun with tap strafing and punch boosting while they lasted, and removing these 2 movement mechanics, tap strafing especially, is going to make me feel like I had an entire chunk of my Apex identity ripped out of me for season 12. However, that's not going to get me down for season 12 because there's simply too much new content to be sad about a movement mechanic getting ripped out. Plus, since they only nerfed tap strafing and they didn't remove it entirely, there's a lot of movement techniques that you can still perform which were related to tap strafing in some sort of way. And of course, as the game progresses, we're going to be seeing even more movement mechanics get discovered or invented as we progress through the seasons, and some of these movement mechanics might be just as fun as punch boosting or tap strafing was. And for those of you out there who use tap strafing in basically every single match just like me, guys, we're gonna be fine. We'll move on, we'll adjust to the new movement mechanics, and honestly, after a couple of weeks or after a couple of months, we're gonna forget about it. It's not something that we're gonna dwell on for a very long time, so why don't we just move on sooner and have fun in season 12. But yeah, I'll be ending the video here. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and hopefully this made your day just a little bit brighter. Let me know in the comments below what you're most excited for in season 12, because I'm personally most excited for the control mode, as a 9v9 team game mode simply gives us so many different things that we can experiment with. It's pretty freaking awesome. Anyways, that's enough talk for me, and of of course, as always, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.